Good morning, Editing Georgia here. I was just admiring the mess in my background and thinking I should do a video where you guys can experience my existential crisis of trying to find a place to put all the yarn you see piled up everywhere. It, that would be fun, right? I'm sure somebody would find it fun. But I wanted to come on here at the start of this video to let you guys know that some of this footage has been on my phone for 2 weeks now, and I'm going to do my best to get everything in the proper order. And I also wanted to share two things that I just finished this weekend. The first is this little boo-boo outfit. Camera focus, please. There's a picture of it up on my Instagram, and I am seriously considering releasing some of my Labubu clothing patterns, because there is also this one, and there's this little robe. It was supposed to be a hooded, like, sweatshirt, hoodie type dress, but it looks more like a wizard robe. Um, and I've got a few other things. Like I made a matching hat and hexagon cardigan, another dress. Like it's pictures are all up on Instagram. But if you guys would like me to do that, I will be more than happy to. I need to figure out where to upload them, where you guys can get them. I don't know if I should put it on Ravelry, if I should throw together a website, or what I should do. I mean, I eventually want to have a website, and I know what I want to do with it. And it's just not, it's going to have other content besides crochet on it, because I am an MFA student. I do write, and I was thinking about putting both on the same website. If that's something you guys would find cool, let me know. And the second thing I created was let's get it in the, was one of the Pocket Dragon bookmarks. I made this as a gift for somebody, as well as the Labubu outfit. But this pattern kicked my butt. Um, it's a little confusing to follow, but once you get the hang of it, it's all good. And the final product is so worth it. I want to make more of these. I love this little guy. And yes, I did it in this color for the Fourth Wing Andara vibes. So the first one I made is kind of funny. I did the I used a different yarn, and I did the horns in black, and it looks angry. Those look like angry eyebrows. It's kind of funny. But because this one is a little bit bigger, I could use the synchronize. This is a size 3 yarn that I got from Hobby. I've heard it both ways. That it's a silk cotton mix, and I love this yarn. It has such wonderful drape. It is so soft, but I decided that I don't like size 3 yarn for bookmarks. And what's even worse is that this pattern calls for a size 4. This I did in a size 2, which is why the head was so small. I couldn't put the colored eyes on it. But it has to do with my anal retentiveness and preserving book spines. I don't want too thick of a bookmark in there. That's a me thing. So anyway, with that, on to the editing nightmare that is this video. Hello, welcome back to Crocheting Chaos. My name is Georgia. In my last video, which was posted yesterday, today is Thursday, I said I would be back with a yarn unboxing. I've got both my hobby and premier orders here, and I got in the mail an item that I ordered off of Etsy. It's like Christmas with mail today. It's a good mail day. I'm going to start with opening this. Because I'm really kind of, oh, this box is overkill for what's in here. Packing slip. Here's the size of the box. I ordered 3D printed glasses for my Labubu's. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I count? 3, 6, 7. No, it was supposed to be 6. There's a 7th one in here. Here, I thought that I couldn't count again, and my question of the day was, why am I stupid? Because I started a hexagon cardigan last night, and I got up this morning and looked at it and had to rip it apart because this is a hexagon. I originally started with a pentagon. Well, now I'm a little upset. I was hoping that there would be a black pair of glasses in here, but there's not. But I do have pink, so I'm going to put these on Pixie. And look, we've got the same style glasses. How cool is that? But I wanted black ones where we could match, but you know, whatever. It matches her. That's what's important. So there's another pair of pink ones, 2 pairs of purple ones, white, blue, and orange. And some of these I'm sending to one of my friends. Maybe I think Gremlin can pull off the white ones. Let's try the purple ones. I'm going to go with the purple because it sticks out more. And I love the green and purple color scheme. I'll keep the white ones. I'll find a place for them. Oh, the purple ones are they're sparkly. I didn't notice that. That is so cool. And so I will send the other 4 pairs to my friend because I know I'm not going to use the orange or the blue. And I have a pink and purple, so those will go to her. There was only supposed to be 6, and I will put the name of the Etsy seller up here during editing. And package number 1 is from Hobby. There's some scissors. Return to the second heathen. Oh, nice. Where's my tape? Tape. Where'd it go? There it is. Let's fix this. Okay. This is the yarn that I ordered to finish my dress. But that aside, I'm probably not going to need all of it. I probably ordered more yarn than I needed to. And of course, this is the Hobby Twister Solid. The other one is the Halloween Twister that I showed in another video. I got this because it's a size 2 yarn. I don't remember why I wanted this. Maybe to make Labubu clothes out of. I don't know. It's size 2, so I bought it. And I really like this yarn. It's really soft. It's, what is it? 55% cotton, 45 acrylic. It is really soft. I really like this yarn. And my favorite color scheme, purple, green, and white. Yarn candy. And the other yarn I picked up was I haven't used this before. This is the Fruta. This is, what is this? This is a size 4. and it's 100% cotton, and I love this color scheme. Can't really see it here because my lighting is crap. No, that doesn't help too much. I'll pull the picture from the website and put it up here where you can see it. And of course, you know, they only have color numbers on here, and this is color 12, but it's greens and purples and white. And there's 5 of this, and they put it in its own little plastic bag. There is 229 yards, 100 grams, 210 meters. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have more than enough to make something out of it. That's not going to go back in there. Set that over on the printer as well, because I only have so much room. This is my primary yarn order. All that is in here is mannequins. I think I stated in my last video, and I was wrong. I thought that this was 100% cotton, but it's a cotton acrylic nets. They wrapped it all in little plastics. Great. This is not environmentally friendly. And this is bad for yarn and the humidity that we get here. But all of these are size 2, and I thought they'd be awesome for Labubu clothes. And I'm going to make bookmarks out of them too. So this, I'm not making like a metric ton of Labubu clothes out of all of this. We have butterscotch. We have banana. Oh my gosh. So I need to find a basket or a box or something to put these in, because these are not going to go on my shelves. They're going to fall off easily. Need to think on that. I'm sure I have something. I know I have something. I have so many somethings. Okay, I'm going to go. I was trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to share, but I think I shared everything yesterday in the last video. I was going to say yesterday. Oh, I started a magic carpet for my Labubu. This is the yarn that I had kept detangling, and it wasn't turning out right. I don't know what happened in the conversion of this pattern from an adult size to a Labubu size. I wasn't the one that converted it, but the shell stitches were acting as increases, and I had to pull the whole thing out. So there's my hat. There's the other piece of my hat. And while I was at it, I also pulled out the Ivy cardigan that I was working on from Loops and Thread, from Hooks and Healers, I think it was. I'll have to look. But here's that cardigan. Somehow I lost 4 stitches. It's a mesh stitch. I don't know how I lost 4 stitches from the first row to wherever I was. And I don't know where I did it. So here's that. And I have to start over on that. And I was hoping this would be done by the time I started student teaching in a week. And here I started another cardigan. I have too many works in progress, and somebody needs to hold me accountable because I'm doing a really bad job. And with that, I am going to exit out of here because Sir Urz has come to be Sir Urz, and the menace that he is. I love him. I love him so much. Don't sit on the tape, it'll stick to your butt, and then we'll have a whole issue. And with that, Urz and I say thank you for. Don't sit on the keyboard. Oh my God. And with that, Urz and I say thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again. So yesterday I started my student teaching. We actually got our students yesterday. It was the first day of school, and by the time I got home, I was dead. Um, I I'm up at 5 a.m. I have about a 90-minute commute, and that's accounting for traffic. And I left yesterday. I was not adapting well to getting up at 5 a.m. after the weekend. I maybe had 5 hours of sleep Sunday night, Sunday going into Monday, and I was just dragging by the time I was on my way home. And of course, rush hour traffic coming home and everything. So I started like getting really drowsy, and I was worried that I was going to fall asleep behind the wheel. So as I do when this happens, when I'm coming back from university, I stopped off at one of my local Michaels. This is, I've got two Michaels about equal distance from my house because I live on a county line. So I stopped off at Michael's, and I had $25 in vouchers because the last time I was in the Michael's that I normally go to, I found another color of smash cakes, and I picked it up because I love all things green, and this color is called Mixed Up Mint. I don't remember what else I bought with this. Actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I found some more. I found 3 more skeins of this Loops and Threads variegated stuff that I was convinced I didn't buy enough of the first time that I picked it up, but now I might have too much, but I would rather have too much than too little. So I picked this up, and I don't know what else I had bought that equaled up to $25 in vouchers. I have not bought that much stuff over the last 2 weeks. I know I haven't. And so while I was in there, I picked up, was it this one? It was this one. I picked up some Happy Planner stickers because they were on clearance, 60% off. I will always buy Happy Planner supplies when they are on sale, 50% off or more, because this stuff is expensive. And I love it. I use it for like university. I use it for teaching, like all of my planners and everything. It's great. And I went puttering, walking around trying to wake up. And I went over to the yarn section to see if they had anything else out. They had a few skeins of Loops and Threads out, but nothing major. I poked through some more boxes, and I found an unopened box of smash cakes, and I was half tempted to open it, but I wasn't going to be that brazen. It was bad enough I had already started moving boxes around to look in, and I think an employee caught me, and they don't care. But I had $25 in vouchers, and I picked up 2 of these tea cakes. I've never used a tea cake before. It's a wool acrylic mix, and this color is Storm. It's grays. Or maybe it's light black and gray. I don't know. Gray is pastel black. Fight me on that. So I picked that up, and when I got home, and I was chatting with my best friend on Discord because he's in Australia, and I asked him if it counted as breaking my yarn ban because I didn't spend actual money, and he told me to quit justifying buying yarn with my Michaels vouchers by using girl math because I had to spend money to get the free money to buy the yarn. I'm like, I'm not using girl math. I was just
you know, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to use girl math. I'm not trying to justify it that way. I was just curious if it technically counted as breaking a self-imposed yarn ban. He says yes, so I'm gonna go with it. So I'm back to 0 days without buying yarn. Well, that was just, let's see, that was Monday. Today's Tuesday. Okay, it's been 24 hours since I bought yarn. I'm at 1 day without buying yarn. I'm at 24. Maybe I should start counting things in hours. But when I got home, my Barnes and Noble book order was here. Yay, books. Actually, this time they weren't that exciting. Half of the order, well, a little, 3/5 of the order were books for teaching. So nothing that exciting there, at least. But the author of two of the books, his name is Kelly Gallagher. He wrote one of my textbooks when I did in service last week. He spoke at our end service, and that was kind of cool. And I looked over at one of the other students where I'm going to school, and I'm like, hey, I didn't know what he wrote, and I looked it up. He wrote one of our textbooks. And my friend's like, which one? And I'm like, it's 180 days. It's like, cool. So, like, I came home, and that's actually what prompted me to put in the book order. I came home and ordered two more of his books that I thought were interesting that I want to read. And while I was doing that, I ordered a couple newer crochet books. When I say newer, okay, that one's copyright 2005. I think both of these came out this year. And this one, I am not finding a copyright date. Oh, it's in the back, 2005. They were both released this year. And I think they just like came out in the last week or two. But this first one is Fantasy Crochet Creatures. I don't have a pattern for a kraken, and I need to make a kraken. And I think this phoenix is really cute, and I want to make that. But I found a couple. There's another Mothman pattern in here, and if anything, I collect Mothman patterns. I have a bunch of them, and one day I'm gonna have this army of Mothmen, and they're all gonna be different, and it's gonna be ridiculous. But that's what I do. Actually, I'm going to make a couple of them. It might be the same one, might be different ones. I don't know. To give to some of my folklore professors that I had. I think that would be, I think they would like that. I know one of them would like that because she's from West Virginia. But there's a couple things in here that I got excited about. One of the things that I got excited about that was really neat is that they have a customizable creature legend, and it shows you all the different parts that you can find throughout the book and to mix and match and make your own creature, which I thought that was really cool. I mean, I wouldn't call this a beginner crochet book, unlike Crochet Empkins, which I don't think is a beginner book either. But they tell you how to mix and match everything, and they give you a little bit more information than this book does. This one just points everything out, and it's like, oh, hey, you can like pull these parts apart and like mix and match them however you want. But I did find a couple other cute things in here that I want to make if I can find them. There's this little jackalope, and I'm all about jackalopes. He's got the big fuzzy face bits that the bunnies have. And if you look, this one's got floppy ears. A lot of them that I see have the ears that stand up. But his horns are a little shorter. Maybe he's baby. That could be. He could be a baby jackalope. There's this really cute werewolf. He's adorable. This little alien in his spaceship. I think it's cute that he's got his spaceship. Here's the Mothman that's in this one. Actually, the one I'm making is kind of going to look like that when I'm done a little bit. This one, his antenna look more like ears. It's kind of funny. But this is by Kenzie Davis. The second one is the Romantasy Crochet Club. And this is by Amanda Sennett. And I'm honestly not sure why I got this one other than like the book connotation that, you know, romantasy books. But there is this rather detailed dragon in the back. And there's a lot of pictures in here showing how it's done. And while it may not look real detailed in this picture, when you go through here and you look at what goes and when you look at like the separate parts, like the feet and everything separately, you can tell that it's going to have a lot of sewing involved, and it's quite detailed. And there's also this other dragon. It's a it says a baby dragoil. So I guess maybe he's a cross between a dragon and a gargoyle, but he's really, really cute. And something that I really like about him is this wing detail right here, where you can see the wing spines or whatever they're called.
So this is Baby Bee Sweet Delight,
And then there's this raven, and in the back, the way his wings fold up, I don't know if you can see what's going on here because of my lighting and the fact that he's black, but you can like see all of the detail for the feathers. Hi, Urz. And I really like that. And all of these look like they are done in like 4 and size 4 yarn. I don't have any idea how any of this would work up in like chenille yarn. But it also has wearables like elf ears. What ears? And this beanie that's kind of reminiscent of the fawn from not Lewis Carroll, C.S. Lewis's The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Like nobody loves you. Everybody loves you. I love you. And there's things like this in here. They're calling this the enemies to lovers, pierced heart. There's, thank you, Urz. There's this skull in here. I don't know. I always find crochet skulls look a little weird, like when they're done 3D. And I think it has something to do with how the jaw's done. But I don't know. I just picture somebody on stage with this doing Hamlet, to be or not to be. Or what? No, what was it? Dear Yorick, I knew him well. And
Baby Sage.
Yes, I'm watching Crocheting with E.G. I put it on pause for a moment to film this, and my cat is just abusing my keyboard because he's like that and he acts like nobody loves him. And now he's gonna trash everything I'm doing. Will you sit down or lay down? Will you just... I didn't say not to film this. Yes. And there's a section in here called Personal Arsenal, and there's poisoned apples. And what I like about these, they have the drips coming down. Not every candy apple or poison apple I've seen does that. And here's a werewolf book or tablet sleeve. There's some neat stuff in here. So I got that. And now I throw my keyboard on the floor because cat. And now you guys see where all the chaos comes from. And my books ended up on the floor. I have to pick those up. You are such a force of nature. You are such a force of nature. That's
It's been quite a hectic 2 weeks with student teaching starting and university classes starting at the same time. I have been unable to keep up with the chaos in this room, and it's quite obvious that every little dent that I have made in it, just because my body only allows me to do so much at a time, has been for naught, since I've not been able to keep up with it and do a little bit more each time. So I need to start cleaning things up again. And I'm going to show you a thing. I was at 6 days without buying yarn. I had to update this yesterday because I bought a crap ton of yarn. And now I have to find a place for it. And part of doing that, I think, is going to be cleaning out some drawers that I have down here for smaller yarn schemes, like my Premier Minis that I got for making bookmarks and labubus. However, like, I know I said that I was going to do that Premier Yarn haul. I haven't been able to find the video that I did for it. I've found a few videos on both my phones that I'm going to have to just sort through and like edit everything. But in the course of doing that, I need to take a bunch of stuff out of there, and a lot of that stuff is lesson plan type stuff from uni and from when I was long-term substituting. And something that I learned from my mentor teacher this week is that you can get these milk crate things that file folders fit in perfectly. This is going, like, I am going to move stuff from these drawers into here and organize it with these file folders. And I think this is just an amazing thing. Everybody say hello to Gordon. Gordon is a noisy little orange, and he wants in the bucket. Of course he does. You gonna get in there? Is it box shaped? Are you gonna scream if I take you out? Gordon, I need it. I need it. And it's sitting on my yoga ball chair. And if I let go, it's gonna fall. Can we do two things at once here? Can you play in there and I put these folders in? There you go. Can you share with the file folders? I'm sorry. I found the file folders on clearance at Walmart, since they're clearancing out all their back to school stuff that did not sell, and there's quite a bit of it. So this was, I don't know how much these normally were. I don't think there's a regular price on them. Nope, $6.52, and I got them for $3. And hanging file folders are not the cheapest things in the world. So I'll keep those because okay, there we go. Check this out. They fit perfectly and they hang off of here perfectly, and this is awesome balance. That is not teaching stuff. That is folklore research stuff. What is in here? That is writing stuff for my MFA. Essays. Nope, there's nothing up there that I can remove. So, while I am moving stuff to get into those drawers, nope, it's bounced. I'm going to show you some of the yarn that I got because I have to move this yarn. Actually, this may not work, but I have to move this yarn to get to these drawers. So I was at Michael's, and one of the first things that I found, and this may or may not be a good idea, is this Pikachu knitting kit. Nintendo licensed or Game Freak licensed, whoever gave the permission to do this, but it is official Pokemon merch. I'm not a big fan of how crochet toys look like, but I have always wanted to learn how to knit. I have had 3 different people try to teach me, and the last time my friend aggressively yanked the knitting needles away from me because I had put one into my palm and I was bleeding. Yes, it was a metal hook. I didn't do it with a wooden one, but this is how little coordination I have for knitting. But I want to try, and I'm hoping this kit will help, and maybe I'll take you on the journey of me trying to knit. It will be good for a laugh, if nothing else. Also, well, I was going to say also while at Michael's, but I'm not sure what I got at what Michael's because I've been to 3 different Michael's. The one that I normally go to, the one that is an equal distance from my house but is a traffic nightmare to get into, and then the big Michael's. And when I say the big Michael's, it is like 1.5 Michael's of like in the entire area. And I know where there's quite a few Michael's stores within 90 minutes of my house, and that's mostly because like I have to commute for university and stuff. But this Michael's is 1.5 times bigger than every other Michael's in the area. Like, they don't have, like with seasonal stuff, they don't have to be like, oh hey, where can I shove this? They have an entire, they can use the entire front of their store and not have to move anything around. They have a yarn area that's as big as some of the Joanne yarn areas were. It is not your typical Michael's. It is huge. It looks like it was like put in a warehouse. It's amazing. But I got a bunch of yarn, and like I said, I don't know what I got where, but I think this was gotten at the one that I normally go to, the slice of anniversary cakes. I got a bunch of these in purple, like a bunch. 1, 2, 3. What is this? Oh, this is part of the Alice in Wonderland Halloween collection. I need to find a place for this. I am all about Alice in Wonderland. For this is what I actually went in for, was the petite pearl and this green, because I need it for a project that I'm making, and it's for Labubu clothes for one of the teachers that is on the teaching team at the school I'm at. And her favorite flowers are sunflowers, and I'm making a little sunflower outfit for her Labubu, and I thought that I had the dark green, but I don't. And this is what I went in for when I found this. And this guy, a Karen Chunky Cake.
my husband wants me to make him a hat out of this. I don't use the pom-poms. I always end up giving these to the cats. So the cat got a new toy out of this. I got, I don't know how many more of these, but there's probably a bunch of these, but I got some more slice of anniversary cakes. This, like, I may have shown these already, I don't know, but this is, we'll find out when I edit, but this is one of the anniversary cakes that I got last year, and I have plans of making my oldest daughter a blanket out of all this purple yarn, and I told her if she didn't like it, I was going to choke her with it, because blankets take forever. So that's what's in this bag. Now to move the yarn out of my bucket and into the bag. Two more of the purple ones. I have yarn everywhere. Okay, that stuff, this little box of stuff is elsewhere in the video. Once it's edited, so let's get that out of here. Okay, now this I found at the big Michael's, and I went into the third store to get some more of it because I got the last 2 or 3 that they had. And this is the anniversary cake that I really wanted last year and couldn't find. This is Book Club. I had a few of those. There's another one. No, don't fall. Don't fall. And I picked up some of these caramel crunch smash cakes. I know what I'm going to make out of these, and I'll put a picture over here. There seems to be room right there. But I bought this pattern a while ago, and I'm like, I don't know what I want to make it out of. But I'm going to use this, and I think I'm going to expand it into more of a winter top sweater type thing. It makes sense in my brain than what the pattern calls for, but I got the pattern because I wanted the cowl part of it. So that's what's happening there. Another one. I've got like 4 or 5 of these. Some more Book Club. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I love that color. I picked up 2. It's more Book Club and the Caramel Crunch Smash Cake. All they had were these little bags, and I had to use the bunch of them. But I picked up 2. This is the Heathered Bamboo blend from Loops and Threads. I picked up 2 green and 2 purple. 2 green, 2 purple. I know my colors. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I want to try this yarn out. It feels really soft, and it comes from really pretty colors. Me, fascinated by bright, pretty colors of yarn. There's another one. There's a purple. These I found on clearance for $4. These are the layer cupcakes that they came out with for spring. I've got some red ones over here that I was going to make a blanket for my cat out of, but now I've got some blue ones. And that just hit the floor. There's the other one. Okay, these, I went into Michael's a couple days ago, my local Michael's, to get these, and they didn't have them out yet. For these little ring eyeballs, and I also got some that glow in the dark, because I have found a ton of patterns that people have come up with where they've crocheted around these and made really cute creatures, and I want to take advantage of that. And because of that, and because of limited colors at Michael's, I bought a box of 100 of them. and all different colors from Amazon. So, gonna have fun with this. And I have Halloween washi tape and Halloween sticker roll that I have no idea what all the stickers look like, but these were like $3, and they can go in my crafting stuff, and it'll be cool. And it looks like these might glow in the dark. That would be cool. Okay, next tiny bag, I have 4 of the licorice smash cakes. At least I think I have 4. I might have picked up some more that I haven't found yet, but no, only the one store had them, so I got 4 of those. I'm gonna put these back in the big bag that my little bags are in. And oh, this is, let's get some of this stuff off of here. This bag is the problem bag. As you can see, I have to tie it. You'll find out why in a minute. Get this stuff out of here. I promise I'm not throwing that on the floor. It's all going into a bag. Remember those big bags that you did, crafting bags we could get from Joann's? It's in one of those. And yes, that was glass that just fell over. I need to dump that. Garbage bag. Okay. This one. Let's open this up. This has clearance yarn in it. Now what's really funny, I found this yarn at the Big Joanne, the Big Michael's, and I got it for $5. The Funfetti cakes, and these things, like, I love the feel of the yarn, but they make me insane because the balls just disintegrate. Now what was really weird was when I went into the Michael's that's on my way home, they had just gotten these in boxes that they were unpacking in this color and in this gray. They had just gotten them in, and these were the last of the ones at the Big Michael's. So I don't know what's going on there, but I took advantage of it and got them for $5, and as you can see, a couple of these have completely disintegrated, and they were like that when I pulled them out of the discount bin. Another one. And the last one. So yeah, I need to make room for all of that and some other stuff I have piled up back here that's elsewhere in this video. No idea. I also have a ton of books to put away. See, I have a bunch of these disc binders that I put in everything, my teaching stuff, and you know what? I think I can use this. I think I can use this too. This is on NLA citation. This will be good for the one lesson plan that I'm writing. Awesome. Let's see,
So this is the other reason I need to go through this stuff, because there are things that I can use right now. What, Gordon? He's a noisy one. And I have accomplished a thing, and if I accomplish nothing else today, I will feel good because I accomplished one thing, and every day I set out to accomplish one thing, and you guys just seen me do it. I'm going to store my eyes in this empty drawer that I made for now. We'll clean that up later. And I need to clean out this area around my chair because it's getting to where I can't move my chair, which is no bueno. What do we got going on here? Oh, these are my little, I need these. Garbage. And something I was thinking, I might end up getting another one of these buckets, and this is why I wanted that you can put the file folders on, and this is why I showed it to everybody. It would be a great way to store crochet patterns that you print out if you don't keep them digitally. If you prefer to have something printed out that you can make notes on, this would be an amazing way to store. What are you doing, kitty? I may end up getting another one of these for crochet patterns where I can get rid of some of these spiral notebooks that I've just, or not spiral notebooks, these 3-ring binders that I have everywhere that don't store neatly, and go with this because these I can stack. And I think I know where I'm going to keep them. So this will work. And with that, I will see you next time, maybe in this video, maybe in another video, but I'm going to try to get better at getting things filmed and showing things that I've made. There's not going to be a lot of making just because of my limited time, but I can show you what I'm working on. I'm trying to get whips done. I still have to finish my Mothman and do his wings and his little feet, his little mothy feet. Do not fall off my desk. And so with that, until next time.